It's Pete from Cheap Homesteading, and I'm in the pasture, and we're gonna start cutting our firewood. So let's go. So here's the pasture I was clearing with the Kubota. So this bottom corner here has a little bit of hardwood. I'm not going to cut the big oak or that big oak or that one, but I'm going to cut the dead ash here, cut that little one out, and I'm going to clear up a little bit of that. So hopefully I can get, I don't know, a cord out of it. So I'll start cutting it. Do you know how much flack I've got for using alternative oils in my bar oil? Like, it's crazy. At first, because I used hydraulic oil instead in one of my videos, I had the environmentalists after me, and I think they really thought that bar oil was not oil or something. I don't know what they thought it was, but they said I'm hurting the environment and all that. But bar oil's oil, so it's dripping as much as this pretty much. Then I thought, I am going to appease the environmentalists. So I went and I tried sunflower oil. That stuff works awesome. I've used it pretty much for a whole year, except one tank because I ran out of sunflower oil. Then I had all the chainsaw guys saying, you're gonna be going through bars, and you know what? I've used it for 1 year, no issue. Used it in the summer, used it in the winter. It's worked great, and I actually somehow in some weird way prefer it. I don't know. Number one, it's cheap, and my bars do not seem to have much wear. And if you look at my bars are well worn. I very rarely go buy a bar. Okay, this whole thing about wearing out your bars and that, maybe it does. I don't know, but my bars, I definitely use my bars longer than most people use them, and I cut more wood with them than most people cut wood with. This is what I use. If I do something wrong, I'm the one that has to fix it. So any decision you make, you're gonna have to man up and deal with it. But this one, I have not seen any problem. I haven't seen any wear on these bars. So I think they're coming from an angle of selling bars and chains and very expensive oil. And they may not even know it. Because a lot of the Forest Service in the United States, you have to use vegetable oil in your bar oil. So I don't understand where these people are coming from. So I am going to use sunflower oil in my bar oil. Fill this up. I honestly think people like to complain. They like to complain about everything. But you know what? It's okay. People have a difference of opinion, and I'm definitely okay with that. If their vein of thought is that it wears out bars and they want to buy new bars, they can do that. I just don't think it's as big of a problem as what they're thinking. Just make sure you use good quality 2-cycle oil, because if you fry a motor, your firewood is not actually going to be that cheap. So let's start cutting. You know, it's the first day of wood cutting for the season when you're running back and forth 10 times because you forgot the bar oil, then you forgot the axe, and who knows what else I'm going to forget. So I got to run back at the axe. You know, once you get into the year a bit, you actually, I don't know, you used to be a little more organized about it, I guess. I missed a little section of a pile here. That's where I got stuck, and I just had about enough. I wasn't going to go back down for the last little bit. So we're going to pile the wood on here. Days just slip away from you for sure. I woke up early this morning and finished up the wiring on the Massey 231, and I got it running, and then had a leak, and I fixed the leak, and then just next thing you know, had to run for chicken feed, had to get my chainsaws running, and then forget my axe, so I had to go back. So the day just kind of seemed to be a bit of a write-off. But you know what? It's kind of nice to be out here, just even for a couple hours, and run the Husky 55, and everything's ready to go. So next time I can get out there and cut, I'll have everything ready. So we should really start rolling then. So anyways, you guys have a good one.